beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go!
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Tua sets up to pass it. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. First carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. And the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run around and trick plays, anything to try to break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Cousins. Right back to Cook for another completion. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cousins gives way to Cook. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Cousins to throw it. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. A nice pickup of 17 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Meanwhile, Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here we go, set.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. The Dolphins in a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
On the set.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. Tua. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
A 66-yard attempt.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A first down throw for Cousins. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On second down, Cook. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
To throw, Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good, and this will remain a one-touchdown game.
Trying to build on that opening drive touchdown, but the drive stalls out. And then you get the missed field goal here, so they wind up with nothing to show from drive number 2.
Ready, set.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. This is taken around the 12. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go play action. Cousins. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
He hits Beasley right side. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jerome Baker there on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now Cousins. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. Cook up the gut. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, some rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can. And
the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Dalvin Tomlinson able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. After the sack on first down, Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Mike Gesicki has really emerged as one of the Miami Dolphins' primary targets, and he can run the entire route tree. We know he's dependable in the short areas, but he can also stretch the field down the middle. A career-high 73 catches last.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Give to Cook out of the gun. He'll take it inside the 25. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. From the 24, Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Cook again. And some room to work. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down. Handoff comes to Cook. It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 14. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now. But I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. On 2nd and 12, Tua. His throw incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll try it now with Mostert, and he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the fourth down conversion.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Black open. Ready?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
From midfield, here's Tua.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it.
The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
But just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
A short kick taken at the 18.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Now Tua.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. A give. This is Cook. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
third down. Here's a run by Cook.
Oh, nice move. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They'll run with Cook, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that pushes the lead up to 23. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Couple of Alabama guys there. Two and a Waddle for the Miami first.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Tua to throw again. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution. Their nickel defense, that 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And the questions are going to continue to mount for this club, no doubt. This will almost certainly be another losing effort. And the questions will become, where do they go from here?
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They run the counter with Cook. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
164 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down